Welcome back to IBC 2023. I'm on the stand of ThinkAnalytics. Alongside me is Peter Docherty. And Peter, I'd like to start with one of the buzz topics of IBC this year, AI. And from your perspective in helping consumers find the content they really want to find, how does that assist the process?
Yeah, I mean, AI has been a buzzword in the industry, obviously, recently, but ThinkAnalytics, we've been involved in AI for over 20 years since the very beginning.
So almost before it was AI, really.
Exactly, and people called it, or we called it real-time data mining back then, but it's really just a continuum of the same thing, using algorithms to solve problems and having a whole variety of them to be able to engage people in different ways, and that's what we're all about. So new things like generative AI and large language models, they enable a variety of new use cases to engage people in different ways. So, for example, we work with AWS and have access to their Bedrock large language model and generative AI platform. And we're using that for things like natural language processing, being able to satisfy voice or chatbot requests like, what was that Brad Pitt movie, about baseball?
Because that's the tricky thing. You might sort of know something about the show, who's in it, but sometimes actually remembering the title is the most challenging thing. And no amount of searching manually through the alphabet is going to help you with that.
Exactly. So you can satisfy the basic requests, but also those more advanced ones. And doing things like, you need to give people a reason to click on a title and actually watch it. So you can also do things like personalize the synopsis. So instead of giving exactly the same synopsis to every single user, use what we've learned about them. So within our engine, if you've got 10 million viewers, we've got 10 million unique profiles. So our engine, in combination with these large language models, can give a personal synopsis and say, well, here's a show you haven't watched before, but it's got similar moods and themes to these other shows that you've watched, or it's the sequel movie to one you've watched before, and it's giving people that extra reason to click through and watch that content.
ThinkAnalytics is very much in the data business and thinking particularly about advertising and the use of first-party data within that, which presumably gives the customer an advert almost that they want to see.
Exactly. I mean, first-party data is becoming more and more important for advertisers, for the operators, being able to rely on data that you're controlling. With the demise of third-party cookies, obviously a lot of that data is going to go away. And by having that data in real time from our customers every single day, we can build audience segments to allow them to target adverts in the same way as their advertisers are already doing on the web and on digital platforms. We're enabling that on TV, OTT, FAST, and so on. And what it enables them to do is target those audiences rather than what they've had to do in the past on TV, which is age, demographic, or third-party data, which is based on surveys that you didn't fill out, but somebody in your neighbourhood filled it out, and then that gets modelled onto a whole neighbourhood. And that survey might have been done 6 months ago or 9 months ago. So it's comparing that with real-time data that's actually about you, that's based on your individual lifestyle and preferences. So we can present adverts that are targeted, they're more relevant, so you're more likely to watch them. And we're seeing results like 10 times increases in click-throughs or even 20 times increases in purchases based on targeted adverts using our data versus adverts not using our data.
And something which caught my eye across the way here was fast channels and how you're creating almost a personalized fast channel. Can you tell me a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, you can imagine with FAST, there's so many channels. Again, it's given people another discovery problem to flick through channels, to search, to be scrolling down through the channels constantly. What we can do is create a personal fast channel, a virtual fast channel right at the top of the list. So it's selecting the best content that's being broadcast for you right now across whatever it might be, hundreds of channels.
So it's taking, if you like, the best of the fast channels and then presenting you with the ones which are most relevant.
Exactly, and you can order the fast channels based on your preferences, so the channels that contain kind of content that you like the most, bubble up to the top of the list are the channels that you watch the most, rather than just having the same order for every single viewer and constantly having to scroll down to channel 352 because that's what you want to watch. But also, people might come to a FAST platform because of one particular show that they've heard about, and they then go away, and because you don't know who they are, you don't have an email address, you've got no way of contacting them if they don't come back. And so that sort of retention journey needs to start immediately on the first visit. So they might come for one show, you need to show them that there's other shows on your FAST platform that they're going to enjoy and encourage them to come back every single time.
Well, Peter, thank you very much for that and for joining us today. There's more videos at BroadbandTVnews.com.